Welcome in, everybody, to the Men in Orange and Black. We are the podcast for the sane Flyer fan, and we are easier to find than Joel Hofer when you're trying to replace Jordan Binnington. Yes, that's right. We're coming at you after an atrocious Eagles playoff loss.
Disaster. Yeah.
Disaster.
For one,
I wish we could make you feel better, but
right. I mean, at the end of the day, they weren't very good, and their offensive coordinator might be fired tomorrow morning. So we'll see. Because that was apparently really, really bad. Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get to see the.
I didn't see any of it, unfortunately.
I witnessed all of it, and it was.
Oh God.
Bad.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was bad. Well, anyway, we're to talk about Flyers, not the Eagles. We can talk about them elsewhere. But with me, as always, is Matt Craig. I'm Steve Murray. We're going to guide you through the last 2 weeks of Flyers hockey and preview the next 2 weeks of Flyers hockey. It's Sunday night. I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We
right,
also have mid-season report cards too. You got to throw that in there too. Yeah.
We got a lot going on this week.
Yeah.
This episode. So let's get right down to the nitty-gritty numbers. Where we stand as of this morning, which was January
11th.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
2026.
Yep.
Because some NHL games happened earlier today, so throw some of this out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to us on Wednesday, so it's completely out the door at that point. But we do what we can.
That's right.
Time allotted. All right, so the Flyers only pick up 7 out of 14 potential points in the last 2 weeks, putting them at 22, 13, and 8. Still winning records at home and away. Goals scored, we've dipped back to 22nd. We were 20th, if I recall, last episode. We've also, goals allowed has gone down to, we're 7th. We were higher. The game yesterday against the Tampa Bay Lightning probably had a little bit to do with that.
That might skew a little bit of my report card for a certain goaltender, Steve. I'm just warning you right now. If and when he comes up. Yeah, I don't know.
Power play lost over a percentage point. We'll talk about that as we go through the individual games. And the penalty kill, unfortunately, also continues to trend downward, although still above league average.
Yeah.
Now, where does that leave us in the standings? We are still third in the Metro somehow. We got actually 2 games in hand on the Capitals.
Yeah.
So that's why we are in third despite equal point totals. The Canes are up top, followed by the Islanders somehow. I don't know. The Penguins, the Devils are in free fall. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah,
with them.
Rangers gave up 10 to Boston the other night, so it was like, whoa, okay. And the Blue Jackets are, Columbus. So no one's taking advantage. We're kind of just like doing this, and everyone's going straight down.
We'll hear about Columbus a little later on in the program. But, so despite what we're going to complain about over the next little while here, Flyers still in good position playoff-wise, but, you have another bad week, and you could fall right out of there.
Yeah.
Because the Devils, despite their woes, are only 6 points back.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. Matt, any overall thoughts you want to get to in general before we start hitting these games piece by piece?
Yeah, for sure. I think probably the biggest thing for me was really, be perfectly honest, it was a frustrating 2 weeks because you had more than enough opportunity to score points in multiple games. In particular, the Seattle game, which we're going to get to, and Calgary were 2 winnable games, and you didn't show up in either one. The Seattle game was really, really frustrating for me. You could have had an extra 4 points there. Probably could have had 11 out of 14, which would have been a much better result as a result of that. But yeah, I mean, there were the highs, of course. Anaheim. It seems like the Anaheim game we're always up for. Thank you very much, Cutter Coche, for that. And we'll talk about them and how dirty they are as a team and how undisciplined. Oh my God, they are so awful in a defensive zone.
You got a scumbag like Joel Quenneville coaching your team who, Stanley Cup's more important than sex assault. That's to be expected.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wholeheartedly agree. I actually think when you look at how it all broke down, there was the opportunity for 12 out of 14.
Yeah.
the only
Maple Leafs. Yeah.
Maple Leafs game, which they had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really the Tampa Bay game was the only one where it's like you could have expected a regulation loss out of it. But
Yeah.
let's get into it, starting with the at Seattle Super Squids, Dan Vladar and net. First period, not bad period. We were holding Seattle's opportunities low.
Mm-hmm.
Low event first period. Defensively, on the other side of the fence, though, Philip Grubauer was on his game, unfortunately. And Seattle ended up taking a lead in the first period. The Jordan Eberle, we talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody pays attention to us.
Leading scorer. Yeah.
Their leading scorer. He gets a one-timer, puts them up 1-0. Second period, Grubauer still stoning the Flyers. And it was at this point I was kind of noticing he was seeing every shot.
Mm-hmm. No traffic in front.
No traffic in front of him. No opportunities for rebounds or for screening, taking his eyes away. It was just the seas would part and shot in, sees it all the way into the glove, shuts it down.
Yeah.
So not looking good after two. Third period, Flyers get it down 2-0. Chandler Stevenson comes out in front on a pass behind the net. He gets lost in coverage. 2-0. This is a great name. Ely, spelled Eel.
Yeah. It looks like it's Eli Toivonen. Yeah. Toivonen.
Toivonen.
Yeah.
Gets an empty net goal. 3-0. It's like, okay. Well, then finally.
Yeah. Your boy.
Flyers crack through.
Your boy. I love it.
Defeat the shutout Grundstrom with a snipe.
Yeah.
A snipe, Matt.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
I mean, what is it? That was the 6th of the year, and it would have right in there. So, I mean, come on.
Top corn.
Yeah. Bar down. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
3-1. You're like, all right, man, let's see if we can get it. But Toivonen, it's his second empty net goal of the game. We finished down 4-1. Drop it in Seattle, which has been a house of horrors.
Yeah.
I say that I don't have any evidence to back that up. I usually go to bed for those games. This one happened to be an 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock game. Yeah.
Yeah. So I managed to stay up for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why not? A wasted opportunity, I thought.
Yeah, big time. I mean, Travis Sanheim -3, Drysdale -2, Michkov -2, Dvorak -2. So I mean, a lot of guys minuses all over the place. Kind of and again, frustrating game. Only your fourth line comes together with the points on the game. It's like, this is an expansion team that we're facing off against, and Toivonen, give him credit, I guess, 2 goals and assists. Both of them were empty netters?
Both of them were empty net goals. I'm not giving him any credit.
Yeah. Maybe I should make that make that point. 2 of his 3 points were both empty netters. So
you hit the nail on the head. There was nothing to make life difficult for Philip Grubauer.
Yeah.
In reality.
And he's a decent goaltender, and you have to put traffic in front.
He's going to make the stop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody was going to the net. So even if you had a rebound, there was nobody there to pot the rebound.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to be in front of the net to be able to get the rebound.
Yeah.
Simple math.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, Flyers rebound 2 nights later.
Mm-hmm.
I did not stay up for this one because this was a 10 o'clock start. And I actually have a job for in the morning. So
I did too. I totally missed.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So they go into Vancouver. Flyers. The Canucks were all. I did see this part. The Canucks were all over the Flyers for the first 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah.
Outshooting them 8-0 to start. So have you learned nothing from the Seattle game? And David Kampf pots a goal for Vancouver with a pass out from behind the net. We're getting burned on these passes out from behind, right? Pucks behind the net. We're losing dudes in front of the net. Not a good thing. However, the Flyers do get on the board much, much earlier in this game. Michkov flags an aerial pass down in the zone. Feeds Noah Cates for a beauty of a shot. So we go into the intermission tied at 1. Second period, we come out.
Grundstrom
gets another snipe.
Let's go.
Dude is a sniper. Like, damn. I didn't know he had this kind of game to him. He's going to lead all scorers on this team.
Hey, you never know, man. Seriously.
Right?
Love it.
Yeah, so he gets one, makes it 2-1. Then you get Drysdale hits Travis Konechny diving shot on a rebound. So TK puts a backhand on, stopped by the goaltender. He turns around, dives, and puts it in the top corner somehow. So it's 3-1 Flyers after 2. Then a little bit of bad luck in the third period.
Multi-goal lead, Steve. Watch out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the dreaded 3-goal lead.
Yeah.
2-goal. But this one was bad luck. Camp fanned on a shot. It just happened to go right to Drew O'Connor to then make it 3-2. So you can't really blame anybody for that. But we get a good response. Another one of those, hey, they scored, we're going to come right back. 26 seconds later, Michkov with a beautiful centering pass to Bobby Brink, driving the net.
Yep.
Just like we drew it up. And then Tippett and Dvorak get the Angs, and Vancouver gets a garbage time goal, so who cares? We end up with a 6-3 victory over those Canucks.
Sweep the season series. I mean, that, without Quinn Hughes in the lineup, it's kind of like, okay, they have no defense. It showed. So, yeah, I mean, we outblitzed them in the series 11-5, goal scoring wise. So, yeah, it was pretty straightforward in that regard against Vancouver, which is great. Yeah,
absolutely. But then we get to the New Year's Eve game, which was just playing in the background for me because I did stay up. At a certain point, I did turn it off.
Yeah.
Interesting news beforehand. Emil Andre got a healthy scratch before this one.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Who, according to Tocchet, needed a reset. So Noah Juleson in as your sixth defenseman. So we're at Calgary. If you recall, that was a sluggish game in Philadelphia. Equally sluggish start to the first period here, and ultimately the whole game. There was 4 shots in the first period by both teams. It was
4 shots for the Flyers, 3 for Calgary.
Okay, so I exaggerated, but still 7 shots.
7 total shots. Can you imagine, you're buying a ticket and you only see 7 total shots on net through 20 minutes of play?
Oh, New Year's Eve.
What's going on there?
I skipped a party for this. Unfortunately, Michael Backlund breaks the ice. He gets a one-timer off a rush. It was an odd man rush. I would classify it. He beats Ersson, who got the start. Noah Juleson tried to respond, but he gets a beautiful pass from Matvei Michkov, hits it off the post, so we go into intermission 1-0. Come out of intermission, Huberdeau gets a shot. He's screened. Ersson was screened by Jamie Drysdale on that one, so Calgary goes up 2-0. Flyers appear to score. Nick Sealer puts it in the net. Unfortunately, like the Eagles, coming back for a delayed penalty. Grunstrom allegedly was a goalie interfering. I don't know. I didn't see a whole heck of a lot there, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But the Flyers do eventually get a goal. Travis Konechny is credited with one that kind of pinballs around and ends up flying into the net of its own accord, maybe off a defenseman. So the lead is cut to 2-1. You're thinking, all right. Then Cam York takes a tripping penalty, and off the ensuing face-off, Dvorak takes a high stick. So Calgary gets a minute and 57 worth of 5-on-3. They end up scoring on that. And then Sharon Govich makes it 4-1 on another power play. Drysdale had shot a puck out of the rink.
Yeah.
For a delayed game, even though it was I don't know.
Could have been deflected, but it wasn't.
Could have been deflected.
Yeah.
And he certainly didn't seem to think that he had shot it out. But after 2, it's 4-1 Calgary, and I'm like, oh, bring on the ball drop.
Live balls being dropped in New York. Might as well see what's going on over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Connor Zary makes it 5-1 after a turnover behind the Flyers net. No real push coming in the third period.
Yeah.
Now, to your point, you said last episode that the Flames had been playing better. That victory made them 10-1-1 in their last 12 home games.
Isn't that amazing? So that Saddle Dome is still a tough place to play, even though I think, from what I understand, they're trying to move out of there and get a new arena, like more downtown in Calgary, that kind of a deal, copy paste of what Edmonton did. Because I think the Saddle Dome, if I remember right, this was a few years ago, there's like torrential floods in Calgary, and it flooded the Saddleback, or this, it's called the Saddleback Dome, I think it is, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it looks like a saddle.
Yeah, it looks like a saddle, but in any event, it flooded basically, and like the lower bowl was like literally filled. They had to get all that water out of there, obviously. But yeah, it's like they're trying to get new. But who would have thought? 10-1-1 in their last dozen games. They're a tough place to play.
Yeah,
and it is a tough place to play out there in the West. It really is. It's kind of, when the Flames are good, they're really difficult in that home barn of theirs. I would argue they're going through a rebuild
over the course of the season.
Yeah,
well, I would too, but they are playing better.
They are. Yeah,
that's showing.
Yeah.
So, but still, it was 2 points.
Could have had
for the taking against a lower opponent.
Yeah,
and no.
So you go into Edmonton, right? You go into this next game. I'm thinking like, okay, is this streak that the Flyers have always, after a loss, they always rebound. They've only had one back-to-back loss the entire year.
Regulation losses,
right? Yeah. And so you go into Edmonton, and you
go into Edmonton. You put Garnet Hathaway back in the lineup.
Yeah,
scratched for several games. And also, Emil Andre comes back in. First period, great start. Denver Barkey gets his first National Hockey League goal.
Way to go,
beautiful
Barks.
Play. He starts it from behind the net, and it's a nice move to come out in front.
Yeah,
moves the puck up ice. You get Couturier to tip it on the wing. Barkey is charging hard the whole way, driving the net. Tippett gives him a nice feed. Chip it right up over. Who was playing?
Oh God, who was playing in that? It was Pickard, wasn't it?
Pickard, that's right.
Yeah,
Pickard. Yeah, so Barkey with his first.
Yeah.
Then the scoring parade begins. Travis Sanheim gets a nice shot off a rebound through a screen. Then Cam York shoots one off of Bobby Brink. We're doing what Tocchet preaches. Go to the net.
Go to the
net.
net.
Front. Exactly what they were supposed to be doing in Seattle.
Yeah,
wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But, as you said, 3-0 lead.
Hold your breath.
Get
Especially
a little too cute. Yeah, get a little too cute, and the puck heads up ice to Connor McDavid.
I think I might have heard of him. Might be the best player in the world,
right.
I think. Yeah, breakaway.
Yeah, well, the funniest part about that is you hear in Jim Jackson's voice, like, he is resigned to the fact that McDavid is going to score before he even crosses the blue line with the puck.
Yeah.
It's like, pass up. Oh, it's McDavid. All right, 3-1 Flyers. Play's still going.
And he scores.
And, of course he does.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
All right, so the Flyers do take a 3-1 lead into intermission. Come out in the second, and Edmonton is still coming. Power play goal by Evan Bouchard. And the Flyers are hanging on. But the third period comes along. This is where it got interesting because they actually kept Edmonton from getting any shots on net for the first half of the third period.
Really amazing. Great defense, right? You saw that perimeter play, and you're able to keep McDavid and Draisaitl to the outside, which is exactly what you want to do with that. With their skating ability, you keep them to the perimeter of that circle. I mean, it was a great defensive structure that they had. And it paid off, obviously, in that third period, to your point, Steve. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, keeping McDavid and that hunchback Draisaitl.
Right?
Him and Lucic, man. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, Nick Seeler finally gets his goal that he was robbed of.
Off a face-off win, and he just wrists it on, and Pickard just, wait, what? And it goes right past him. He never saw it. Went right past him.
There's been a few times this season where, like, a Flyer would make a pass to a cutting defenseman into the zone with a nice lane for a shot, and it turns out it's Nick Seeler. Yeah. And I like Nick Seeler as a player, but do you ever get the feeling like when you see a guy make a pass across and they realize that Seeler they passed to?
Like, didn't mean it that play.
That one's not going.
Not to our defensive defenseman who only scores 2 goals. I think it was his first goal over a calendar year. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because his previous goal had come on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
The previous year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, this was the previous year, because this is
So it would have been
26 now.
24. Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Yes. I got to be careful with my.
Go figure.
And then so Flyers up 4-2. They still 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
They managed to prevent any further damage from Edmonton, and then Owen Tippett beats Evan Bouchard for an empty net goal. I can see why people complain about Bouchard's defense, because he gave quite a half-hearted effort.
God,
to
awful.
prevent that empty net goal.
He is only good for his shot from the point on the power play in Edmonton. Other than that, that's about it. He's a cone out there, a practice cone.
Defensively, yes.
Yeah, defensively. It seems like it, at least. He's asked to work on that, but yeah. So the Flyers up at it's not Rexall Place. I think it's I forget what it is. They're Rogers Center or whatever, but they go into that building and they beat the snot out. Maybe not beat the snot out of them, but they beat them 5-2.
They had the better of play.
Yeah,
I would say they absolutely outplayed them.
which we didn't think. Obviously, heading in, we'll see. That kind of a deal, and here they go.
I mean, it's
like, whoa.
It's one thing, because we're like, well, the goaltending situation will give them a chance.
Yeah.
I didn't think Pickard was bad. I do think they outplayed, like the third period, like we said. They held him without a shot.
Oh, that was the whole difference in the game, was the third period. Because you know that Edmonton's hunting for that tying goal, and you keep them to the outside. That was so huge in that game that you were able to just weather the storm a little bit for the first 10 minutes, essentially playing really good defense. And then you get a fluke shot, essentially, from Sealer. He just puts it on net, and Pickard is totally screened. He doesn't see it. And next thing you know, it's 4-2. And that was the end of the game at that point. And then, after a couple running around, you're able to still play good defense, and you get Tippett with the empty netter. It's a great game. It's a really good game. Good win up there. I didn't expect it. I was really shocked by that win. Really, really shocked.
Too, but a good end to the road trip, so that was
great end to the road trip.
When you gave away some points early, you come back with 2 that we weren't expecting, so sort of levels it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we come home for the marquee matchup, Quitter Gauthier
Oh,
back
my
in Philadelphia.
gosh.
But before the puck even drops, already bad news. Matvei Michkov missed the game, was apparently hit with a pass or a shot in Edmonton, so he's out. First period begins. Bobby Brink gets hit high on a blind side by Jansen Harkins. Cates challenges to a fight, and then Cates gets the extra for instigating.
It's defending his teammate. Yeah.
Defending his teammate. It gets a little weird later. That's the reason I bring that up.
Yeah, he got a 2, 5, and 10 for that.
2, 5, and 10. So he's out. Brink leaves. He's done for the game.
Yeah.
He didn't look great going off. So you're already down Brink. You're missing Cates for the first half of the first period. And then things get even worse because Anaheim, on that ensuing power play, Quitter gets a goal. Busted play.
Whatever.
Guy initially fanned on the pass.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, fine. It's like, okay, it's his 20th of the year, and it's like, oh, he finally scored, and and everyone serenades him with booze. He was getting it all night.
Kind of a weak celebration.
100% it was, yeah.
For having circled the game on your calendar last year, and you score against this team,
yeah.
You thought this guy. The more I see of him, the more I'm glad he's not on the team.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yeah.
As we'll get to. So things were going bad then.
Oh.
Remember, we have an Anaheim player too.
Yeah. And he's far better. He's far better as far as I'm concerned. Far better.
Trevor Zegras.
Yeah, man.
On a beautiful play. Dvorak picks the puck, almost comes out of the zone. He picks the puck coming in, dishes it off to Zegras, who I thought was at a weird, impossible angle. He one-times a hell of a shot.
Yeah.
Into the net. So ties the game. Flyers then go on a power play. Cam York from almost the same spot to Zegras, almost the same spot. A power play goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
2-1 Flyers after one. Trevor Zegras with both, and he was pumped.
What'd you think of that celebration that he had with the phone call?
Phone.
See, now my thought to that was,
I don't get it.
Well, okay, so my thought was like he's probably doing that a little bit of like that's probably like a little California thing. Like that kind of. I don't know if it was something like he got the call from Anaheim and they told him to trade and they hung up the phone really quick after they did it. There's a little bit of that.
That's the impression I got from his interview.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I don't know.
I saw it, and my original thought was like he's calling his agent and he wants to sign a long-term deal with the Flyers. That kind of a deal. I was like, maybe that might have been it, but it was so quick.
I hope not, because he slammed it down.
He did slam it down really quickly. Yeah, exactly. Which I was like, maybe that's not quite the quick call I want. That kind of a deal. But
right.
I mean, to answer back and then to go up one on Cutter, which is that just only added the fuel to the fire down there. Because it snowballed in the second period, as you'll talk about, Steve, with this. But it's great.
So things continue. Cam York gets a goal through a screen.
Yeah.
Makes it 3-1. And then the unfortunateness began.
Yeah.
So Garnet Hathaway lays a big hit on Olin Zellweger. Clean hit. Puck was there.
Yeah.
Hit him from the side. Big hit, though.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens is about 30 seconds later, Ducks big man Ross Johnston, who has no discernible hockey skills, jumps on the ice from the bench and blindsides Jamie Drysdale, who's nowhere near the puck. He's up at the blue line. Puck is in the corner.
Yeah.
So totally away from the puck. Johnston ends up getting a major penalty for interference.
Yeah, 5 and 10. And gone.
And gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Drysdale, unfortunately, is now on injured reserve, although he was practicing recently in a non-contact jersey. So
Okay.
that's good to hear. He's
Yeah.
not, sidelined with. It was weird because I saw the hit first. I thought maybe it was his leg.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And then I think it was more the head.
I think it was probably
the camera angles were tough.
It was, and it felt like maybe there was a little bit of a whiplash thing going on there too. Maybe,
Yeah.
Because sometimes I mean I've played defense, and it's like when you make that turn and you bump into somebody, you do get a little bit of a whiplash feel. Of course, I'm not skating at like 25 miles an hour like these guys are, but still, there is that suddenness that you get from bumping into somebody that you're not aware of or you don't see. So I think maybe that's probably what is going on with Drysdale. It's hopefully not a concussion, although it could be. We don't know for sure. We're only speculating.
And the fact that we had bad camera angles tells you how late of a hit it was.
Oh, yeah.
The cameras were all on the puck.
Yeah.
And all we had were like the far shots
to
see what happened.
Like we were like over the Flyers bench was like the clearest shot. And, and it was literally like Boucher was like saying on the broadcast, it was like dirty play. Like, not even close. But you asked Riley Cote on Nasty Knuckles, and he's like, he's following the puck. And it's like, where's Drysdale going? So it was you get two different perspectives there. So it really is unclear. But
yeah, well, the league didn't deem any supplemental discipline necessary.
So what did you think of the 5 and 10 then for him? Was it warranted, did you think?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
And I tend to agree with Brian Boucher, who knows more about hockey than I do. So I'll go with it. Unfortunately, the Flyers don't make them pay on the ensuing major power play.
Of course not.
We've talked about on this podcast before. 5-minute power plays.
It's like
not just the Flyers, but anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to sleep for 5 minutes.
I feel like major penalties don't get scored on very often.
Yeah, I mean,
like the offensive team relaxes.
The only time that I've ever seen like a really good major penalty would be like San Jose Vegas when they played in the playoffs that one year.
Yeah.
And Vegas was up 3-0, and San Jose needed they needed to tie the game in the I think it was in the third period. They get the major penalty, and they scored I think it was 4 consecutive goals to take the lead. They eventually ended up winning Game 7 because of that major power play, which was huge controversy with Vegas, but that's neither here nor there.
There's one I remember when this was in 2010. Dan Carcillo took a dumb penalty by fighting a dude who didn't drop his gloves.
Oh, yeah.
And the Capitals scored 3 goals on the major that followed.
Yeah.
But that was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
We didn't let that go.
Oh, my gosh. Thanks for aging me there,
but
bud.
anyway, despite not scoring on the power play, the Flyers do break through and get that dreaded 3-goal lead when Travis Sanheim does his best Mighty Ducks impression with a knuckle puck.
I love it.
That was dipping and diving everywhere.
Clear face-off win by Cates, which you love to see, by the way. It was absolutely beautiful face-off win, and then he's just like, I'm going to four iron this thing past their goalie. It was great.
Right. But the Flyers dominating through 2 periods, 31-10 were the shots at that point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a 5-minute major on top of it, and was a majority of that because there were some shots. They did have a pretty successful, in that regard, but they were dominating the team. I mean,
yeah.
As I mentioned before, Anaheim was fool's gold. It's showing in the standings. So now I think 6th in the Pacific. I mean, they don't play defense. They have no defense, and they have no defensive structure whatsoever. None. So you combine those types of things. You have Cutter scoring goals, that's fine, but he can't do it all. He needs defense, and they just don't preach that in Anaheim. They just don't. They're not good enough.
They don't. So getting into the third period, the Ducks actually get an early power play and score, so they have 2 power play goals on the game. Then Garnet Hathaway, this was absolutely, after sitting a couple games, this was Garnet Hathaway's best game of the season.
100% it was.
He lays another huge hit on, I think he's a defenseman, Ian Moore.
Yeah.
Then Radko Gudas challenges him to a fight, and Hathaway, kind of realizing better, just sort of bear hugs him. But the interesting thing about this was Gudas went right after him after the hit, doesn't get an instigator.
Yeah.
Whereas Noah Cates did. So, whatever. Flyers end up getting a 5-on-3 for a little bit. They waste that opportunity. Then to pile on Gudas, a puck going down into the zone. Grebenkin outraces Gudas, bodies him off the puck to cancel the icing.
What a shock.
Gudas gets pissed off, takes it out on Cates by lowering the forearm shiver to the back while he's down. Takes a penalty. Selfish. I think they're 8 power plays?
Yeah. I mean, the Flyers had 8 power plays in that game. Yeah. 1 for 8, which isn't good.
Grebenkin deservedly gets the eng to seal it.
Yeah.
So Flyers with a 5-2 victory over Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean, the annual Ed Snyder game now is the Anaheim Ducks because it seems like they bring in the crowd and everybody yells and screams at Cutter, which is great. Yes. But yeah,
Ducks to the slaughter.
Right? I mean, great game, obviously, but I think in order to really move on, I think it is, I saw something, I think it was like one of the Flyers blogs. I can't remember which one it was, Flyers Nation or in any event. One of their writers was like, we got to move on from Cutter. And I think after this game, you move on from him. It's like, okay, he's now an Anaheim Duck. Okay, yeah, it's fun to boom, all that kind of stuff. But it's like, I think we can't get up for Anaheim. And because now we're having a little bit of a letdown. We'll talk about Toronto, Tampa here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. After this game, I feel like the dirty stuff they were throwing.
Yeah.
We can't let it go. If he wants to make this go away, step one is him telling us what the hell went wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Only he knows, and he refuses to tell us.
Yeah.
Even though he wishes we could hear his side of the story. Well, you're in control of that. Dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like open your mouth and say something, right? I mean, you know, I wonder if and again, I'm only speculating here. This has to have been he's against Tortorella. He's against him. When he gets drafted by him because he's like, oh, I want to be a Flyer. And then he hears, the rumors through the grapevine. Oh, you don't want to really be around John Tortorella because he's not going to let you score. Or he's going to play, you have to play defense first. And then all of a sudden the tenor changes. And the thing that was really bad about him too was the ghosting of John LeClaire and Patrick Sharp.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that to me is like, that's Bush League. That is so immature and childish. It's like, well, then we just wasted that draft pick on you for no particular reason.
Yeah. You're right. It's one thing to have a disagreement with management, regardless of what the issue is.
Yeah.
But to then just totally ignore people in the organization, especially people who played the sport you want to get into at high levels.
Oh yeah.
Is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Yep.
All right. But as you said, we got a bit of a letdown. Toronto comes in after Anaheim. The return of one Scotty Lawton.
Yeah. Nice reception for him. Nice reception for him.
Long-time Flyer. He absolutely deserved it.
Yep.
But after the firework game of Anaheim, first period of this one was kind of a ho-hum, not much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Low event, nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. Second period comes along. Konechny with a nice shot off a feed from Dvorak makes it 1-0. Less than a minute in. And then they're just sort of hanging on.
Mm-hmm.
Third period, they get 2 power plays that overlap to make a 5-on-3. Can't convert that. As the second one is winding up, Lawton gets a shorty to tie up the game late. So we go to overtime, where it finally gets exciting. It's wide open.
Oh, my
Trevor
gosh.
Zegras gets a breakaway, denied. Easton Cowan gets a breakaway,
Denied?
Coots and Michkov get a couple of chances, couple of whacks at it. Michkov hits it off the post. Couturier swinging a miss on a bouncing rebound. And unfortunately, that leads to a 2-on-1 with Tavares coming back the other way. Easton Cowan buries it on 2-on-1. Maple Leafs take it in overtime. Notably on this game, the Flyers were massacred in the face-off circle, winning only 31% of draws.
Yeah.
It's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, so, I mean, that puts you behind the 8 ball big time. 68.6% face-off winning percentage by the Maple Leafs compared to 31.4% for the Flyers.
We talked about how the power play cost the team games last year. This is a prime example.
Yeah, big
for this
time.
Season, right? If you had, I think there were 3 power plays in this game. You score on one of them. Now it's 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And Lawton's shorthanded goal doesn't mean anything. And maybe they end up tying it anyway. Who knows? But you have a much better chance being up 2-0 than 1-0 blowing 3 power plays.
Yeah.
This is one where the power play absolutely cost you this game.
Big time. Yeah. Yeah, face-off wins are massive because, again, you're talking about it. If you're doing it in the offensive zone on a power play and you lose that draw, you're booking it. Yeah. You're booking it back at 20 seconds off the clock. Exactly. That's not good.
Face-offs tend to be overvalued sometimes. But to only win 31% of your draws, that's
just not good enough.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big time problem. Yeah.
Right. Face-offs and power play, not the problem last night. No, Travis Konechny was the news that dropped before this one. He left the third period of the Toronto game, so it didn't exactly drop, but he was not recovered in time for the Tampa Bay game. So he was out. Brink's still out. Drysdale still out.
A lot of people miss him. Yeah.
Yeah. Michkov, I forgot to mention, came back for the Toronto game, so he was not out long term. First period, Nikita Kucherov, all by his lonesome in front of our net.
Not good.
That's especially with how good he's been playing.
Yeah,
recently. No. But then Garnet Hathaway,
yay!
At long last,
finally
gets his first, not just goal, first point of the season.
Yeah.
On a nice tip, nice redirect. Good for him.
Take it.
Unfortunately, Nikita Kucherov gets that right back.
Oh, yeah.
On the rush. Makes it 2-1. Tampa Bay after 1. Second period, frankly, the first 2 periods, they weren't terrible by the Flyers. But Ristolainen makes a turnover, leads to Nick, don't call me Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Gets a rebound goal, makes it 3-1. And then the third period, some things happened that we're not going to talk about. Flyers end the game. I will mention they get a power play goal off a Jamie Moyer changeup from Owen Tippett.
I didn't quite get all of it.
17.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I didn't quite get all of it. But he
kind of shocked Vasilevsky.
I was just going to say, one thing, though, we should also mention. We talked about face-offs in the Toronto game. They were equally as bad against Tampa. 63% face-off wins by Tampa compared to 37% by the Flyers. 17 and 46 by the Flyers.
I think
17. Yeah.
This loss was more on Tampa absolutely capitalizing on every single mistake.
Yeah. And us having, a goalie that I don't know anymore.
Well, yeah, Sam Ersson. I don't put a lot of this on Ersson because
no.
I mean, we didn't even talk about the third period. There were breakaways galore.
Yeah.
The first goal of the game was Nikita Kucherov just
wide open in
there.
front of the net. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're going to leave anybody standing alone in front of the net.
Not him.
It's not him.
Not him. Not him.
Not him. So I don't put a ton of this on Ersson, but at the same time, it's like, can we get a save? Just bail us out one time. You know what I mean?
Make it 4-2. Not 7-2, for God's sakes.
What was the final shot total for that game? 23?
23-20 in shots.
So he let in 7.
He let
goals
in
on
7.
23
That's
shots.
16 as 23. Yeah.
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 Great. So ended the 2 weeks on a bit of a skid. Only 1 out of possible 4 points. 7 out of 14. Not what we were hoping for.
Yeah, hockey 500, Steve, essentially, after those 2 weeks. And I really wish we could have had a little bit more.
Not happy, Bob.
Not happy.
I realize it's the middle of winter, but you have to recognize it's always time for hydration. And why not get that hydration with the benefit of remembering your grandma's homemade lemonade? I'm talking about Dubby's Grandma's Lemonade Hydro Hydration Drink Tub. It's a hydration formula adding just the right amount of electrolytes without compromising taste so that you can drink this any time of day and actually enjoy it. No caffeine. If you use our promo code Men in Orange and Black, remember the ampersand, not the word and, the little squiggly thing, you can get $3.50 off this $35 tub, or you can get 10% off any other tub in Dubby's inventory. So make sure to check it out. And now for my impression of Joel Hofer.
We found him. Just so you know. Oh my gosh!
If it's still not coming out,
in case you don't know what's going on there, we'll link it above. There is I mean, I think the inmates aren't exactly running the asylum in St. Louis, but it basically Bennington gives up a ton of goals as he's done throughout the entire course of the year, and Jim Montgomery's looking for his backup goaltender, and Hofer's just peeking over the side. I can't find him anywhere. It's the greatest video I've ever seen. I was dying of laughter. Yeah.
All right, so the Anaheim game marked the exact midpoint of the Flyers season.
Yeah.
So instead of doing studs and duds, we are going to do report cards for players that are still here. But before we get to that, there's just a couple news and notes of things that have occurred the last couple of weeks. Firstly of all, Christian Dvorak, kind of out of nowhere, gets an extension.
Yeah, pretty healthy one too. Yeah.
5 years, 5 point something. You do the math, million.
25 million, for the entire length of the contract, but 5.1 AAV. Yeah.
Yeah. So how are we feeling about that?
You know what? You need a center. And be perfectly honest, 1 year he's shown that he's very capable of being that center. May have paid a little over the top for him, but centers are at a premium right now in the National Hockey League. You need them. And he has shown, I think right now that he's more than capable of handling. And you can put him anywhere. You can put him in the top line. You could put him down in the fourth line. Put him in the third. Any of the lines, basically. And you're going to get a good effort out of him. I think he's a little bit overpriced, though. I think. But the cap's going up, so it's like I'm not terribly worried about it.
I'm not concerned about the price.
Okay.
I thought the price actually was decent.
Okay.
It's the term.
The 5 years.
5 years was a lot. I was thinking if they were going to do some kind of extension, it was going to be 3.
Okay.
5 is a bit much.
And maybe I'm thinking Briere is probably giving him a 5-year deal because, again, you're looking at a centerman. In that regard. Maybe.
People are concerned, he's going to be blocking people. I don't Dvorak is perfectly capable of playing the wing. He's shown that.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned he's blocking any center iceman.
Dvorak is +9 right now, 28 points.
+9.
Yeah. 28 points in 42 games.
5 years from now, he's going to be 35. And
that's a little long in the tooth. Yeah. A little long in the tooth. Yeah. Yeah.
So, short term, fine. Long term, we're going to have to see.
So you would have said probably 3 years for him? That's what I think that's what you said, right?
That would have been, I think, a preference. Mm-hmm. Maybe he wasn't going to go for that. You'd have to probably pay him more if you're going to
probably
do less term.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. Yep.
We'll see. Secondly, prior to the firstly.
The trials and tribulations of one Igor Zamula, right? I mean, my God.
No longer with the snap it, get snappy.
None of that.
Igor Zamula was traded.
Woohoo!
Right mind would trade for this man. But apparently Kyle Dubas, because he wouldn't know a good defenseman if it bit him in the rear end.
Yeah, right.
Okay, fine. But the hilarious. So we get Phil Tomasino in.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind that pick. I really don't. Like, he's shown he could play in the NHL. And, I think, he'll go back and forth between the AHL and NHL. Perfectly fine with that. Totally fine with that. I think he's happy to be here, too, to be honest with you. So
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. But that's not where it ends.
No.
So Zamula gets traded to the Penguins and is told to report to the Wilkes-Barre Scranton AHL affiliate. Refuses to report, so he ends up getting suspended immediately by the team.
This guy. Oh, my gosh.
Which apparently they must have known when they traded for him.
Oh, I would
So I
have to
really
think.
don't know what Pittsburgh was thinking. I don't know what this gets them. The cap relief,
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So they waive him. He clears waivers. They terminate his contract. He then signs a deal for the rest of the year with the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's their problem now.
It's their problem now. Oh, my goodness. I mean, the trials and tribulations of this guy. I mean, I'm just looking over the trade here. And, okay, they're equal value in terms of dollars. Tomasino is signed. He's an RFA in 2026. He's a cap hit of $1.75 million.
So,
And Zamula also RFA 2026, cap hit of 1.7.
So that's probably what they wanted, because they couldn't terminate. There was no reason to terminate Tomasino's contract because he was abiding by his contract terms.
Exactly, yeah.
But they knew if they were getting Zamula, it's like, all right, well, we know he's not going to report, so
Yeah.
we'll terminate it and we'll get the cap relief.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he signs with
Whatever.
Columbus. Okay, good for you. Yeah, it's this obsession with him to want to play in the NHL when he's not an NHL defenseman. He's not. He's not even close. He is so slow on the puck. I don't understand the insistence on his agent for, he's got to play. Well, okay, that'd be making sense if he was actually productive and he wasn't, having to wake up. I don't know.
Have fun missing the playoffs in Columbus.
Right? I mean, it's you go
All right,
for.
and then lastly, before we get, we spent too much time on him already. Lastly, before we get to the report card, which will not have Zamula on it.
No.
I'm only grading players who are here.
And I debated it. Trust me, guys. I debated that.
I quashed that.
You squashed that big time.
Absolutely. Olympic rosters were announced in the last couple of weeks, and the Flyers do have a couple of representatives. So Team Canada will be taking Travis Sanheim with them.
Great honor for
However,
him. Yeah.
Great honor for him. However, Travis Konechny did not make it despite being on the Four Nations team last year.
Yeah. Any thoughts there on that? With TK
It
out?
doesn't surprise me. I mean, especially with guys like Celebrini and
Oh, yeah.
some of the younger guys.
Yeah. I think if you're Canada, you have to take Celebrini at this point, the way he's playing this year.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not like, we'll get into this when we do the report cards, Konechny didn't have a great start to the season.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the main, top 6 guys anyway at the Four Nations. So it's not a shocker.
Yeah.
Team Finland will take Rasmus Ristolainen to Italy, assuming the rink is completed.
No surprise there, I guess.
Vlad the Impaler will play for Czechia, or the Czech Republic, as I still refer to them.
Yeah. Again, no surprise
and
there.
Lastly, Team Latvia will be taking Rodrigo Abols, one of 2 NHL players. So congratulations to all those gentlemen for making their Olympic rosters. It's a terrific honor. And,
great honor.
Very nice to see.
Love it.
Although I'm glad it's a small amount and not a large amount like a team like Tampa Bay, who
concerns me a little bit about Vladar playing in the Olympics, though. A little bit.
Yeah. So Vladar's the only one that bothers me because Sanheim, they've got Hughes, they've got Makar. Sanheim's not going to be playing huge minutes.
True. He'll probably be second pair.
I'm not worried about him. Ristolainen, it's actually, I think, good for him because he's been off for so long. This will give him a chance to keep playing through the break so that he doesn't lose any momentum that he might get.
And you got to
Abols, he's a fourth-line center.
Yeah, and you got to think, too, with Czech, Vladar's playing with Czechia, right, with the Czechs. So they're going to be in it most of the tournament, I would think. But depending on how far they go, It's going to be interesting to see what they do with him there.
Yes, but the question is their goaltending.
Yeah.
Who is going to be in net for them? Because
Who's the second? Yeah.
I don't see a clear number one. And that concerns me. I'm worried. We're already concerned about overplaying Vidar on a season.
Yeah.
Now you're going to throw some Olympic games potentially on top of that.
And a smaller rink, for what I understand, too, by 3 feet. It's going to be interesting.
Everybody's going to have to get used to that.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's get into the report cards. We're going to do
Let's do
this
it.
by position and reverse alphabetical order.
Sounds good.
Apparently, the Flyers don't have many players with names in the second half of the alphabet. Odd.
Go figure.
But we're gonna trade off on this. So like you'll go first, and I'll go first, and so we do this. So
sounds good.
Trevor Zegras, being a Z, is first for our forwards list. What is the grade you would give to Mr. Zegras?
A minus. 17 goals, 24 assists, 41 points in 43 games. The minus is the bonehead plays every once in a while. But like I said before a couple weeks ago, he revitalized his career here after the trade, and he has been nothing but spectacular. I've nominated him, I know, a couple different times for stud of the, for my stud, on this podcast. I know you have too. He only has 2 game winners right now, but he clearly is one of the best players, if not top 2 in the entire. A minus.
I'm going to give him an A because I know there's some bonehead plays in there, like one he made last night, the turnover against Tampa Bay. But he has been much, much, much better than I expected.
Yes.
And the only thing I can really ding him for is not being able to kind of progress in the faceoff circle and really become a full-time center with the team.
Yeah, I think he is I think he's a natural winger, Steve. I really do. And I know like they asked him to be center because it's like they're looking for centers, obviously. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to do this, we need you to learn how to take faceoffs. Well, faceoffs, he's at 36%. I mean, he's not a faceoff winner.
You don't need to be able to take faceoffs to be a center to play the center position.
I get it. Yeah.
Is going on.
Yeah.
And that's if we could get the last piece of that puzzle to fall in, I think it'd be an A+. But he's a point per game player, which we haven't had here in a long time
since Giroux.
And he's won a couple games in the shootout for us.
Oh,
so
100%.
I'm not dinging him at all. He gets an A.
He got
All right, next on the list, Owen Tippett.
Oh, God.
I'll go on this one.
Okay.
I will give Tippett a B-. I think he's made some nice plays. He gets his highlight goals every once in a while. He's done some good things.
Yeah.
But he really has those kind of brain fart moments. And there's more to be had there.
That's
the reality of it. And until he unlocks that, I can't give him a higher grade.
I would agree. I think I would agree exactly with that grade, B- as well. I think he's got 26 points in 43 games, but I know there's like a guy in there that could be 35 to 38 points. Like points per. Yeah, points. And especially when you look at the fact that he could flat out fly on the ice, and it's like, but he has to warm. It's like a Peugeot car, diesel car. You have to warm the engine up first before you turn on the ignition. That is Owen Tippett. It's like you can't just start the car. You don't have to push button start with him yet. It's like you still have to work the spark plugs in order to get the car going. And it's like if you just get him going, like immediately, right off the bat, God, he would be. I think he could probably be an 80-point player if he applies himself. It really unlocks his potential.
And avoids those controller disconnected moments.
Yeah, exactly. The control alt delete. Oh my God, that kind of a deal, and does the stupid plays. So yeah, I totally agree.
Next one, we got Matvei Michkov. So your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go C. I think he's been an average player this year. I think he has been hurt. There have been times where he shows up on the stats score sheet. There are times where he argues with Tocchet on the bench, and then there are times where you don't know where he is. He's second year in the league. I think he is probably in the midst of trying to unlock himself there and trying to find his game in the NHL. and just trying to get a new it's a brand new coaching system, tree in there with Tocchet, and of course, like he was used to Tortorella last year and responded well to him. But yeah, I would say this is an average Michkov year right now. C.
I agree. C. He's, for whatever the reason for the slow start, he's not. It's a sophomore slump. I mean, there's no getting around it. Bedard had one last year, and he, up until the shoulder injury, he was really turning it on his third year. I think Michkov will learn from this.
Oh, yeah.
We'll know better what to do in the offseason to kind of be able to get his body where it needs to be. And hopefully it will get back on trajectory. But at this point in time, I think a C is where we're at.
Yeah. We would agree.
All right, so next up we got Travis Konechny. That'll be me. I will give Konechny a B-. He's come on lately, but he had a slow start and wasn't really. I mean, he was piling up empty net goals, but he wasn't. He's finally kind of up until the injury a couple nights ago. He was finally starting to look like the TK from the first half of last year. But overall, the body of work for the whole kind of half of the year, I think he's improving. He's on the upswing, but he's still at around a B-.
Yeah, I give him a little bit of a B. I think that there is a little bit of an upward trajectory with him. I agree with you on the slow start. It was a little concerning, obviously, because I think most of the goal scoring was done by Trevor Zegras, but I would only say a B now because I'm looking at his stats. He's plus 14. I mean, that says a lot. Even though you're still struggling, you had a slow start to the year, you were a plus 14. You're still a positive player out there on the ice, which is good. In that regard. So but I completely agree with you in regards to that. I think the slow start really kind of held him back a little bit. I think if he didn't have that slow start and we see a 38-point player in 42 games, we've seen more consistent scoring, in other words, then I would say I think that grade's higher for both of us with him.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Garnet Hathaway.
Oh, I'm leading off here, huh? Let's see.
Yep.
Hathaway, 1 goal, at -5 in 37 games played. This is weird. I think I'm going to give him. A C. I don't know what was the reason behind the fact that he didn't score any points up until the goal that he had, to get him on the score sheet. The game against Anaheim was his best game of his of this season by far and away. Maybe I'm grading on a curve now that I think about it. I really wish there could be a little bit more. I don't know what happened there. If there was a nagging injury or if there was just something where he was trying too hard, I don't know. But yeah, I'm grading him on a curve, admittedly. C.
Yeah, I'm gonna be harsher. He's getting a D+ from me.
Oh, there you go.
But with recognition that at the end of the semester he was really pulling himself out.
Right?
He has, since he came back from the scratching, he has looked much more like the Garnet Hathaway of last season.
Yeah.
Which is good. And I don't care as much about the points as much as creating havoc, getting, the forecheck going, as we talked about it when he was doing studs and duds and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Concernometers. If he's back to doing what he's doing now, that is what we want out of Garnet Hathaway. And his grade, if he continues like this, his grade for the second half will be much higher.
Yeah.
But his first half, up until he was scratched, was just abysmal.
Yeah.
Because he didn't look like himself. He wasn't making the contact. He was kind of doing the shenanigans between whistles in weird situations.
Yeah.
Like natural flow of being in the middle of causing havoc. It felt forced to me. But now it's been much better.
Yeah.
So a D+, but with a much happier ending.
Yeah.
To the half a year than the start.
There you go.
All right. Carl Grundstrom.
Oh, look out.
He gets an A from me. Got 7 goals?
7 goals, yeah. Yeah.
On a guy who was supposed to be playing on the fourth line.
Yeah.
I don't know what more you can ask of the guy.
Shooting percentage of 29.2%, Steve.
He kills penalties.
Yeah.
He's his goals are not cheapos. They're
No.
really nice goals.
Oh, yeah.
He's been an injection into the life of this team.
Yeah,
since
big
he got
time.
Here. I don't know what more you can ask.
Yeah, I would have to say B plus. A very positive. I really wish where was he at the beginning of the year, but I think that might have been there might have been an injury heading in or something along those lines. But what an addition! Oh my gosh! I mean, he got 7 goals, and to see it just happen on the fourth line, and see the revitalization of the fourth line, for crying out loud. I mean that's huge
He
in and of
turned that
itself.
around.
He did.
turned it
Yeah,
around.
he took it around and basically ended that narrative that was happening in the media of like, oh my God, the fourth line talk. And Talk's like, I know. And then all of a sudden he inserts
a player.
Grunstrom. And Grunstrom scores 7 goals on the fourth. It's crazy. But, I mean, he leads the team in the shooting percentage at 29.2%. I mean, that says a lot right there. So
Need more Carl Grunstrom shots.
let's go. Let's go, Carl. Keep it
All right,
up. man.
next, we're staying in the G's. We got Nikita Grabenkin.
Yeah, this guy.
Is it me or you?
It is me. He's 10 points, -3. This is his rookie campaign. I would say for a rookie, I give him a C-. I think he's done very well. I think maybe the minus is I wish I could see a little bit more out of him. 31 games played. His shoot percentage 15%. It's not too bad. Yeah, not bad for a first-year player to get 10 points in 31 NHL games right now. I would say that's C- for me.
I think you're being a little harsh for
Maybe,
a first-year
yeah.
player. I'll give him a C+.
Okay.
Would have liked to have seen him seize the opportunity on a roster spot instead of kind of being in and out of the lineup all
Yeah.
the time. Because I think he's got some of the tools. He showed it when he out-hustled Gudis on that play against Anaheim.
Yeah.
He could be.
Oh, yeah.
He could be a good bottom 6, like grind it out
Yeah.
type of.
Get the puck
player
out of the
who,
corner. Yep.
If he's, if you're talented enough in your top 9 that he's a winger on your fourth line,
Mm-hmm.
you're in great shape.
Yep.
I think that would be ideal.
Yeah.
But I give him a C+.
Yeah.
All right, next up, your boy
Yeah.
Tyson Forster, who will unfortunately miss the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Presumably. I give him a B+. Up until his injury, he was the top scorer on the team.
Yeah. Concur with that.
Was having a really good campaign.
He's a huge loss in the lineup right now. And I think B+ is a very fair grade. I think he was probably on his way to a 30-goal campaign prior to his injury. Shooting percentage after he left, 24.4%. So he had 10 goals. So I think probably doing the math, it's 1 out of every 4. And, you're just, maybe you're extrapolating. Maybe that's probably a 30-goal campaign, which is, my God, that's fantastic for him. So, yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with that grade.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next, the recently extended Christian Dvorak.
Yeah, I would say Dvorak is a B right now. I agree. I think, what we were just talking about with his contract length, I think that could be a little bit of a concern. I think if you're going to move him, I think the $5 million is very similar to Cam York. So it is cap friendly. If you wanted to trade him, you could. That kind of deal after you get through all the, no trade clauses and no movement. Very pleasant surprise. Honestly, I think to get 28 points out of him in 42 games, played almost every single game for the Flyers this year. He's really been a steadying, calming influence. Played him anywhere really. If he's been with Zegras, he's played down on the third line. He's been everywhere. Everywhere the talk has asked him to be, and he's responded, which has been great.
What's his face-off percentage?
Face-off percentage 53%.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's been good in the.
He's been really good in the face-off dot. Yeah.
I'll give him a B+ because I think he's been better than we all sort of expected.
Mm-hmm.
When he signed here, I thought we were kind of like, oh, he's like a fourth line guy. Maybe he'll be a third line guy. But he's playing with Zegras and Konechny. That was a good line.
Great line. Yeah.
I think he's been very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it helps knowing Tocchet's system and having that advantage. But he's been very good.
Yeah.
So B+ for him. All right, Nick Delorier. I guess it's me, right?
Yeah, it is you. Yeah.
Give him a C plus. He fights.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when they gave him that, they signed him that deal. We are like, wait, what? What are we doing with this guy? Fine, C. For me,
does his job when he
does his job when he's in there. He's 34 years old. I think he's turning a free agent at the end of the year. I think you say goodbye to him at the end of this year. That kind of deal. I think he will be in the Anaheim game in Anaheim, and I think there will be some fights going on
Retribution.
there. Can you imagine? Yeah, with him against Gudas would be an unbelievable tilt. But other than that, I think he just provides muscle in the fourth line. Fine player, but I don't see much out of him. 34 years old. I think it's time to say goodbye at the end of the year with him. Yep.
All right, next we got the captain, Sean Couturier.
Yeah, Coots. 24 points. I would say solid B out of Sean Couturier. Face-off win percentage, 54.9, so around 55%. Why not? He's 33 right now. I think 24 points, not too bad out of him. I think he's doing his job. He's leading the team as a captain. Doing very well there.
Despite what some may say.
He is doing very well. This is a captain. He's legit captain of this team. They all love and respect him just for his tenure on the team right now. No problem with him.
B minus.
Yeah.
I'll give him a B minus. He's gone quite a bit of a drought now without a goal.
Needs to kind of pick that up a little bit. Yeah, I would agree.
I'd like to see him pick the offense up a little bit more, especially considering he's playing with offensive players.
Yeah.
Typically on a night in and night out basis.
Makes me wonder, if you put him on the third line, and then you're wondering.
You can't really call line numbers at this point.
Right.
It's too. Right now, I think he's playing with Tippett and Grundstrom even. He's done well in the faceoff circles. He's doing well killing penalties.
Yeah.
Let's get the scoring up a little more.
A little bit. Yeah.
All right, Noah Cates.
Solid B plus for me. I love this guy. Love Noah Cates. Just really, really 24 points, 10 goals, 14 assists, plus 15, which I believe leads the Flyers, and that is correct. So
I'll give him a B plus.
That tells me everything you need to know about him. Just fantastic defensive forward, can mix it up, can grind it up, win faceoffs, critical faceoffs too, leading the goals, which is what he's been known to do in the offensive zone. Love that guy. Absolutely love him. Yeah.
Yeah, B plus for me. He's done everything. He's good shutdown center.
Mm-hmm.
Offense has come around a little bit with 10 goals,
Mm-hmm.
and the plus 15 is phenomenal. So
Yeah.
can't really ask for much more.
Can't go wrong
His
with
line mate, Bobby Brink.
Brink.
I'll give Brink give him a B.
Yeah. Bobby BB gets a B. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get a B for me too. Why not?
He gets an alliteration.
Yeah, he gets a full
I feel like
alliteration.
there's more there. I'd like to squeeze some more juice out of that apple.
He's got a wicked shot too, Steve. I don't know why he doesn't use it all that often. I guess I don't know. What's his shooting percentage here? 15.5.
I mean that one shootout goal he had against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and he's had a couple snipe jobs against Carolina. There were a few goals early in the year where he was like, "Whoa, okay, bar down." He's puts one in, but 11 goals in 41 games. I could see that'd probably be on pace for a 20. That's definitely on pace for a 20-goal season. But could you put 25 out of Bobby Brink? If you get 25 out of him, oh my God, now we're talking A.
I think sometimes part of it is hamstrung by the fact that he's usually on the line with Cates that gets the defensive assignment.
Mm-hmm.
So that might harm offensive numbers a little bit. But I think he's done a decent job.
Yeah.
All right. Lastly, for the forwards, we got Rodrigo Abels.
Oh, fourth liner.
Yeah. Is this you or me?
I think it would be me. I think for me, C plus out of Rodrigo Abels right now. Quality fourth liner, to be perfectly honest. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all you're going to get out of him, really. And I think he's done very well alongside Grunstrom and Grabenkin. Solid, I think solid player, solid centerman. Can't ask for anything better out of that. And I think just because of the line he's on, I think he's contributing, on that fourth line role.
I'm gonna give him a C minus.
Okay.
I mean, he was on that fourth line that we were criticizing heavily.
Oh, yeah.
So he wasn't really doing anything until Grunstrom got there.
Yeah.
And I had a little bit more hope for him winning the job out of camp. So I'm a little disappointed he hasn't been able to put more
in
together.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like there's more. If you could upgrade him at this point, I would.
Yeah.
If, for example, Tomasino could make a jump.
Put a little pressure on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Maybe playing at the Olympics will help jumpstart him for the second half.
Yeah, never know.
All right, so we're going to go to defense now. We're going to go to Cam York with the Y. So this is me.
You. Yeah.
I'll give Cam York a B. I'd like to see a little more offense out of him.
A little bit.
But he's certainly rebounded from last season, which has been good to see, particularly given the contract situation. And I think he's done a good job on the top pair with Travis Sanheim.
Yeah.
He gets a B from me.
I couldn't disagree. I think B is a great grade for him.
Then you agree.
Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That's right. You're correct on that. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think the contract really settled him down, gave him I guess you could say the security knowing that, last year was an aberration. I mean, that was a disastrous season for him personally and professionally. But he has rebounded quite well. He has solidified being a D1 pair with Sanheim and done very well. Like you, though, I agree. I think you need to have a little bit more juice on the goal scoring. I like to see him get 10 goals. I mean, 7 more as we head towards the latter part of the year. Can he do that?
I'd like to see him seize a power play quarterback opportunity.
Big time.
Somebody to seize that opportunity.
Yeah, it's got to be done. It has to be done on the defensive side. Yeah. I think that is a missing piece of why the power play has struggled and has slid down to, again, where we were with Rocky Thompson. Again.
Exactly.
Because we don't have a QB. And we need that. And we need him to do that. We need him to take the bull by the horns there.
All right, Nick Seeler. It's up to you.
Block shot artist. Fine with him. I like Sealer's game all around. You know me. I mean, I was defensive defense when we played. Yeah. Blocking shots and just getting it up to you so you could score. So you get all the glory.
Yeah, that's right.
C+, I would say, with Nick Seeler. I like his first goal. I mean, the goal that surprised him was great. Up at Edmonton. It was a great goal. Steady as you come, really. That's all you need out of a defensive defenseman. The guy's blocking shots. He's fearless. Goes in there and just dives, breaks up passes, gets in the corners, digs it out up to his forward. A solid C+.
I'll give him a C+. I just feel like he hasn't been as noticeable this year as he has been last year. So,
well, defensive defensemen are that, Steve. They're not noticeable. They're not on the score sheet.
I feel like in years past we would see, maybe it's because he's playing down third pair now.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
You would notice him more on the ice, and I'm just not noticing him as much. So, all right, Travis Sanheim.
Top one. That's you.
Number 1D. I'll give him a B.
Okay.
He has not flashed the offensive skill that he had going for him last year, where he could lead a rush.
Okay.
Certainly still has it in him, and he's done very well defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's the same with a lot of these guys. Let's squeeze some more juice out of that stuff. You know what I mean?
24 minutes average ice time for him.
He's a horse. I mean, absolutely.
Damn horse. Played in every single game. 19 points, to your point, but that leads all defensemen. 19. He has 5 goals, 14 assists. That being said, though, I agree with your grade. B is solid. I think if you're giving York a B, I think you also have to give Sanheim a B. I would love to see a little bit more. It's hard to ask of a guy that is averaging 24 minutes per game. Geez, Travis, can I have you just do a little bit more, right? I mean, it's like, well, what more can I possibly do? I get it. It's like we need him to score a little bit more defensively. I think that would ease the pressure of the offense of the forwards and scoring. So yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, turning back to you, Noah Juleson.
Juleson's been a really nice find. Very steady defenseman. I'm going to give him a C+ grade. I think, when we did our season preview show a couple of months ago. Gosh, back in October, we weren't really like high on Juleson because it was like, okay, we signed him, and it's like, if we hear this guy, it's like we're in big time trouble because everybody's getting hurt. I think I remember you saying that. But he has come in and has been a really good and solid 7th defenseman. He knows
this year's Eric Johnson,
right? I mean, and he's a quality, capable NHL defenseman. He's not going to wow you off the stat sheet, but I think just having him around, in case of emergency break glass, you want a guy like that on your team.
He's a good presence. I'm going to give him the B-, the law school.
There you go.
Curve.
Yeah.
That's the median, right?
Yeah.
B-. So I think he's right on there.
Right in the bell curve.
Not real flashy, but he comes in. He's solid. He's not costing you games.
Yeah. Not showing off and not slacking behind. Right.
Right. All right. Jamie Drysdale.
Oh.
I'm going to give Drysdale. I'm going to give him an A-. I mean, I know the offense is not great in some people's eyes, but 5-on-5, he's been terrific.
Great defense.
He's really worked himself to becoming a very good defenseman.
Yeah, we talked about that 2 weeks ago, and I would agree. I would totally agree. I would say he's on par with Cam York in terms of scoring. They have the exact same number of goals, the exact same number of points or assists. 3 goals and 15 assists for 18 points, both of them. Averaging 21 minutes a game. He's responding to the ice time. Again, he's been hurt. That's a little bit of a concern there. 100% agree with your grade, though. The defensive play that he has done, it's noticeable. It's more confident than what he was a year ago when we got him, where he was a little unsure of himself. He is now sure of himself. He knows where he's going. So I credit Todd Reardon for that. Great defensive coach. It's showing in his game. I love it. It gives me hope there.
All right, rounding out the defenseman, because there's no Igor Emil Andre.
Oh, another great find. The small diminutive defenseman, I'm going to give him a B grade. I think he's done very well. I think there could be a little bit more to his game on top of it. I think he needs to find that. What that is, I don't know. If he's a quarterback, I don't know if he's a quarterback on the power play. I don't think that's his role. Maybe he pots a few more goals. He right now only has 1 goal on the year, 9 assists for 10 points. If he can make 5, I'd be very happy with that out of Emil Andre if he gets 5 goals on the year.
B-. I know there's more there, and he got scratched a few games ago because Talk's like, he needs to reset.
Yeah.
Drysdale, York, Sealer, those guys don't need a reset.
Yeah.
Andre
kind of did.
Kind of did.
Yep.
So we'll see a little more. Buddy, come on.
Mm-hmm.
You're a smaller defenseman, but Kimmo Timonen made it work.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to do, lastly, the goaltending situation. Because we're going in reverse order, it's Dan Vladar first.
That would be you
first, right?
I think
me?
That would be you. Yeah.
Dan Vladar, I got to give an A.
A+ for me.
This guy came into a situation where we had some of the worst goaltending in the league last year.
Yeah.
He has not only steadied it. I mean, I don't know if he still is, but for a lot of the season, he's been top 10 in goaltending statistics.
910 save percentage, 235 goals against average, 16, 6, and 4 on the year. I mean, that is phenomenal statistics. And heading into the season, I was not expecting that. He is by far their MVP. I would even put it like halfway point. He's their MVP of their entire team right now.
I would probably agree with that. Free agent goaltending, this is not the kind of numbers you really expect out
No.
Because guys like Curtis Joseph don't become available anymore.
Yeah.
Right? So you brought this guy in. He never played more than 40 games in a season or whatever.
No.
He's already shown you what he is capable of.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I give him an A. You give him an A plus.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Now
we round it out.
Finley on a down note because of the Eagles. What happened today?
Sam Harrison.
So one question: is incomplete a valued? Is if I were to give him an incomplete, is that sufficient, or is an F minus?
If you want to give him an incomplete, you can, but you're going to need to explain yourself.
Well, I'm already have to explain myself anyway. That kind of a deal. All right, he's 6'6" 4. His save percentage of .858 on the year with a goals against average of .333. That's an F. That is an F. Flat out. He is not the same goaltender that he was 2 years ago. 1 year ago. 1 year ago, these numbers maybe were in the low threes, high 2.9s. This is unacceptable. I mean, I don't know what you do with this guy. There's talk, some of the Flyers fans out there, some of the insane, maybe saying, who knows? I don't know anyone's temperament, but a lot of people were saying, send him down to the AHL, bring in the guy Kolosov. Bring Kolosov back in here, give him a look. I think people are done with him. I think people are done with him. Again, the Tampa Bay game, I know it's only one game. You cannot... It's been the entire year. The entire year has been subpar. And I think he knows this, obviously, and he's an accountable guy, and they're all rallying around him, and I get it. I'm done with him.
I'm a teammate.
Yeah, exactly. You have to rally around him as your teammate. Absolutely. I know for me, though, I'm personally done with him. I've had it. You can't. These numbers are atrocious. They're awful. Awful.
I can't say everything that's gone wrong for his season is all on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. When you're a team trying to make the playoffs, you can't put your backup goaltender into a game and just basically be throwing the game away. And with the number of back-to-backs we're going to be having the rest of the season, he's going to have to play significantly. You can't overload Vladar or else he could potentially fall off.
Or get hurt or whatever.
And you're right. Whether it's mental, physical, whatever it is with him, it's been it hasn't been like it was 2 years ago before Carter Fart left.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what to do with him. You have to waive him. I don't know that anyone's going to claim him at this point. He didn't make Team Sweden's Olympic team, despite being on their four.
And he did the Four Nations.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Jacob Markstrom gave up 9 goals the other day.
Well, Sweden's one and done. No, it's sad.
I'll give him a D- because he won a couple games in shootouts, but I can't go any higher than that.
Yeah. No, that's hard. It's a hard grade, but
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. I think he knows it.
If you want to make the playoffs, you can't. I think, who said it? I mean, I was just looking back over the outline. He only played 2 of the 7 games in this stretch. He lost both of them. And I forget where I heard it, but I think he's lost like the last 6 or 7 games he started.
Yeah, I think it was the Chicago game was the last time he won, if I remember right.
Make the playoffs, you can't lose.
You can't lose those games. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just can't. All right, we're getting into the third period. We're going to have a look ahead of the next 2 weeks now. And this is, again, the portion of the show where we remind you that we record. See, on that schedule, we're recording on Sunday the 11th. But we're not going to get the episode till Wednesday the 14th. So, yes, the Tampa Bay game has already happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, we need you to like, share, and subscribe.
There you go.
We've had some good engagement. We want to continue to engage with those sane Flyer fans and rally around the team.
Yeah.
Piss off some Montreal Canadiens. Did I say that? Pittsburgh fans. Let's piss off.
You only
the
do that
Pittsburgh
on
fans.
you only do that on Twitter.
Yeah, right.
For you there,
exactly.
bud. Yeah.
I gotta get on that.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna run through the next couple of weeks here. This is not as easy a schedule as we thought last 2 weeks were going to be.
Yeah, it's got a lot of playoff contending teams up here there, bud.
Yeah, so we're starting off Monday the 12th. We're going to end the homestand by playing Tampa Bay again. We just saw them. So Dan Vladar should hopefully be in net for that game. And let's not leave Nikita Kucherov all by himself this time, huh?
Yeah.
Remember, he's on the ice.
Yeah. Please, for the love of God, don't let that guy anywhere near the net. Watch him quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So not much to say on that, but
not much to say on that.
Yeah, we're going to get on a little mini road trip after that. First, we will be at Buffalo, who, since losing to the Calgary Flames on December 8th, won 10 in a row and have won 13 of their last 14. So this will not be as easy as it may have been earlier in the season.
It's amazing this turnaround that they have had in that season. It really is. It's something else to behold. Talk of the NHL, they are the top wildcard team right now as we speak. As of the time of this recording. So yeah, they're on fire.
They are.
And I think they're only going to get better. I really do believe that.
Well, there is some news in there in which Alex Lyon, who was part of the major winning streak, has been out since December 30th with a lower body injury, and it sounds like he will not be available to play this coming week. However, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has also won 4 of his last 5. He accounted for the lone loss in that 14-game stretch, but has been good otherwise, so not going to catch a break in there. And over that 14 games, Tage Thompson has 9 goals.
Oh gosh!
So let's not let him have 10 minutes and a cup of coffee in front of our net.
Right?
Last
exactly.
time we played him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right.
And then we roll into Pittsburgh, who
bus ride down south.
Yeah. Right. Pittsburgh, after losing 9 of 10. Won 6 straight before losing to Calgary yesterday. So they have also, Pittsburgh has been hot.
Trying to make a run.
Stuart Skinner, since being acquired, is 3-3 with an .893 save percentage and a .256 goals against. So nothing to sneeze at. Yes.
You should also be happy to report, and I am telling you right now, Mr. Murray, that Boston beat Pittsburgh 1-0 tonight.
Oh, nice.
So they've lost now 2 in a row. There you go.
Yes.
So there you go. Yeah.
We're catching them on the downswing. Excellent.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know about today, but I know yesterday's Pittsburgh game, Brian Rust, who was second on the team in scoring, missed that. So it is, unless he played today, it is possible that Brian Rust might miss our game, which would be a positive. Good thing.
Exactly. Sleep with one eye open, bird. Yeah, we're coming for you.
Yeah. All right. Now, as Matt mentioned in the first period, we're going to play the Rangers on this coming Saturday, the 17th. They lost yesterday to Boston by a score of 10-2.
Now, come on. We have to score a ton of goals against this team. And we cannot allow them to score goals in a power play like we did up there at MSG.
Some good news on that front. Former Norris Trophy winner Adam Fox, as well as goaltender Igor Shesterkin, are both on IR as of January 6th.
Yeah.
So it's quite possible they will not be available in that Saturday game.
Yeah.
Which would be good for helping defense. And an interesting statistic, Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, Vincent Trocheck, JT Miller, Alex Lafreniere, 5 of their, I think, top 6 scorers, all are double-digit minuses. You have to win this game.
You have to win that game. Yeah, especially at home.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be a W. Yep.
All right. Then comes the really hard part. Going on the road out west, starting with the Vegas Golden Cheaters, who have won 3 after losing 5 in a row. So I don't.
Everyone's doing this right now.
Yeah, it's nobody in this league is can maintain except for Colorado.
Yeah.
We'll get to them in a minute. Carter Fart, though, is probably going to miss the game because he is week to week now with a leg injury.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. He'll avoid us again.
Yeah. His stats since returning, by the way, 5-3-3, 871 save percentage, and 328 goals against. So,
you hate to see it.
What a shame.
Yeah. That's a real shame.
And we all know who to watch. Jack Eichel has got 46 points in 36 games.
Yes, please watch him.
Yes.
I mean, that's most important.
Let's not Kucherov him, okay?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
All right, so then I believe this is our first look at the Utah Mammoth, correct?
It is. Okay. Yeah.
Cool logo, by the way.
Oh, it's got to be the greatest logo in history outside of the Flyers, of course. But I mean, like, this is like for a team to come, out of the depths of Arizona and to be the Utah Mammoth with such a great color scheme. My God, you got the black and the blue, and I mean, it just looks so sharp.
Yeah.
But they're struggling this year. They're not having a good year.
Well, they had a hot start.
Yes.
They cooled off. They have, though, come on recently. They spanked the New York Islanders on New Year's Day 7-2. And they have won 4 of their last 5. So they are on a good run. They did lose Logan Cooley. He's on IR. He's 21. He's one of their young up and coming. The league leader in wins by a goaltender, though, comes from the Utah Mammoth. That's Karel Vejmelka. 20 wins on the season, 898 save percentage, 263 goals against. He is one of the other Czech goalies in the running for the Olympics. So
nice.
That will be another showdown, I believe, between Vladar and another of his countrymen. Like he won against Lucas Dostal and the Anaheim Ducks.
Nice.
So that'll be our first trip to Utah since being renamed the Mammoth. And then we close out to this 2-week stretch with a Friday night game. That's interesting. We don't get many of those.
Something.
But it's 9 o'clock, so I'll probably still go to bed. The Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, boy.
Still, since we saw them last, still first in goals for and goals against, even with the power play that's operating at only 16.56% somehow.
Steve, they are 33-4-7, 4 regulation losses. Now, those 4 regulation losses are all on the road. They are unbeaten at home at 19-0-2 as of the time of this recording.
Well, so, last time we recorded, they only had 2 regulation losses. So they've doubled that when they went through Florida. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Lightning.
Go figure.
Both in regulation.
Right.
But that stopped quickly. They took it out on the Ottawa Senators by beating them 8-2. Oh, God. And Nathan McKinnon has 36 goals, 78 points, and is plus 48. All 3 of those lead the NHL.
I don't know if they're like going to win the whole thing, but I mean, they're 12 points ahead of Dallas and Minnesota. Both of those 2 teams have 61 points. Then after that, there is a 13-point gap between Minnesota and Utah, just to give you an idea. So, I mean, this is a 25-point gap between Colorado and Utah right now from 1st to 4th in the Central Division. 25 points as of right now.
If I was an Avalanche fan, I would be highly concerned that we are peaking at the exact wrong time.
Right?
just saying.
This is just an unbelievable season, but it's like then the pressure comes to like you go into the Stanley Cup playoffs, and I don't care who you are, you could be like Boston a couple years ago. Remember they have a hot start and they lose in the first round, so it can happen. It doesn't matter like how well you play in the regular season. What matters is when you get into April and into May and into June when the lights are brightest. You got to be ready to go. And, that's the thing with Colorado. I admire this record. I really do. You rarely see something like this. It's really amazing. But, yeah, 830 points percentage. 830. Crazy.
You're
with
looking
30 regulation wins. 30. Like, far and away.
I think
like, everyone else is, like, in the teens.
The concern for me, if I was a fan, would be they're going to clinch so freaking early.
Yeah.
That they're going to put it on auto drive for the rest of the season, and then the playoffs are going to come, and you're not going to be able to flip that switch.
they could clinch probably in, let's just say
Tomorrow.
we got yeah. Let's just say that all likelihood with the Olympic breaks happening, they're probably clinching maybe first or second week, maybe first week and a half of March. That leaves you with let's just say 10 games left in the regular season, 10 to 12 games left in the regular season.
I think they might have
to
more than
coast. Could be.
that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing. You get out to so much of a huge lead, right? I mean, at the end of the day, is that going to catch up to them? I don't know. Their roster, though, is so loaded. It is so talented. They've got great players on offense, great players on defense. But I would agree. We were talking about Cale Makar. I think you can't beat him.
You can exploit him.
And then they also have some great goaltending. They've got two of the best. They have the best tandem of goaltenders in the National Hockey League right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But it'll be interesting.
All right. So we got 7 games, 14 possible points. What do you got?
Well, I do think the Tampa Bay game will be a rebound game. I don't think we win it, but I think we will. I think we'll overtime loss that. So I think there's 1 point there.
Okay.
Buffalo Pittsburgh's going to be tough. Back to back. I think the Rangers are a win.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vegas can be got, and I think Utah can be got, but I don't. Colorado's a loss, no question. I don't think they're beating Colorado. I'm tripping up over Buffalo Pittsburgh. That back-to-back is really interesting to me.
We're calling Colorado a loss. We played them tight here, but that was Colorado's 3rd game in 4 days.
Mm-hmm. I have to look at their schedule.
I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm going Tampa. I like the rebound idea, but I'm saying 0 for now. 0 for Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado plays Anaheim on the 21st, to give you an idea there.
Okay, so they'll have rested.
Equal West. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the Rangers, we got to win the Ranger game. That's that's 2.
Do you see 7 points out of here? Ooh. That's my question. I mean, if you're looking at the schedule, I think there can be, but it's going to be a hard-fought 7 points.
There can be. The 2 for the Rangers.
Yep.
If you're going to go for 7, you got to get 3 out of that Buffalo-Pittsburgh. You got to win at least one of them and get a point on the other one. Mm-hmm. That gives you 5. And then maybe you can win in Utah, I'll give you 7.
Which
Vegas is going to be tough.
For me, I think that's fine. Looking at this schedule, I think that's perfectly fine. Honestly, it's going to be a tough go. I mean, the biggest question is you got a back-to-back, and right now, with our goaltending situation, we have Vladar at an A+ and Ersson at an F-. You're kind of like, well, okay, who do you start there? Because Buffalo's red hot, and Pittsburgh, who the heck knows? And you need those
Pittsburgh
points.
has Crosby, who always scores on us, so you...
Exactly. But that's the thing. You need those points in order to keep pace. It's really amazing. It's like with the Flyers struggling with where they're at right now, they're still 3rd in the division. Mm-hmm. So in order to keep above the fray, you have to find points in any sort of possible way. And I think it can be done with Buffalo Pittsburgh. It's just a matter of trying to get, if you could steal points out of either one of those 2, I think it would be a death knell if you don't get anything out of both of those 2 games. It'd be a death knell. It'd be like a put you behind the 8 ball at that point.
I wouldn't call it a death knell, but it's not.
Oh, it would hurt though.
It
would not be helpful. Yeah.
All right, so I'll go with you. I'll say we got to get 7. Just in keeping with our theme of
Rangers for sure.
Yeah.
And then you have 5. I would agree with Buffalo Pittsburgh. If you get 1 point out of each of those 2, that would be great. So that's 4.
Okay.
So you need 3 more out of Tampa Bay, Vegas, Utah, and Colorado.
Okay, how are you getting 3 out of that?
So I would say the 2 would be out of Utah, and I'm saying 1 point out of Tampa Bay.
Okay. All right, and I'm getting 3 out of Buffalo, Pittsburgh, a win at the Rangers, and a win at Utah gives me to 7.
That gives you your 7. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm concerned. Tampa Bay is so deep. They are so, even without Victor Hedman,
I know.
they're so deep.
I know. That's going to be a tough fight. Now, that's the thing. You got a chance. You're going to review, and you are a little banged up. That's a little bit of a problem, too. You have a lot of injuries right now you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's the other thing we weren't really thinking of. I mean, hopefully TK is back tomorrow. Hopefully Brink is back tomorrow, and you're a little more solid. You're not going to get Drysdale till at least Wednesday because he's on IR.
Yeah. And I would think you're probably saving him till you get out to Vegas. That's my whole thing. Like, I don't think you play him. I don't think you definitely don't play him that week where you have 4 games in 7 nights. I think that'd be unbelievably tough.
It's 4 and 6, actually.
Yeah. It's going to be, bro. This is a tough part of the schedule. Really is a difficult part of the schedule because it's like you're playing. You had 7 previously. Now you have 7 again. So you have 14 games. Really, this is really where you're feeling the compression of the schedule. And then following after that, you got 4 more games to end the month of January. You turn the calendar, you only have 2 heading into the Olympic break. So it does ease up. You just got to grind it out. See, this is it. You got to grind out those points.
It's not just the quantity, though. It's the quality of opponents at this juncture. This is where not winning against lower seeded opponents like Seattle, like Calgary, that's where that really hurts because you could have banked those points, build up a rainy day money so that a game against Colorado doesn't really matter. A game against Vegas doesn't really matter. You know, it's like, okay, well, that's an expected loss. And if you get anything out of it, that's great. But you had points from when you beat Seattle and Calgary, and you didn't.
I think also, too, you could have beaten, like when we were like talking a couple weeks ago, we were reviewing Carolina on the road. You could have won that game. You had an overtime loss there.
Well, I mean, that's in hindsight.
Rangers, too, you coughed up a lead. So, I mean,
the Rangers, absolutely. Carolina, we kind of weren't expecting to win. Beforehand, right? Like in retrospect, they took them to overtime and they had an opportunity that could have done it.
Sure.
But I can't criticize them for the Carolina loss, but the New York Ranger loss should have been 2 points. You had the lead. You should have got the 2 points.
Yeah.
You only got 1. That's a problem.
Yeah. We'll see.
So we gotta cling. Hang on, boys.
Right.
Give me 7.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see.
Yep. All right. Well, that wraps up this extended episode, but we had a report card to get through and call the parents because, you know, some of these guys are going to need a strict talking to. Could be heading to summer school.
Yeah.
But we got 7 games coming up. It'll be tough, but we'll be watching except for some of those, you know, West Coast. What was that 9:30 in Utah? No.
9:30 Utah. Yeah.
On Wednesday night. I'm going to bed. But don't you go to bed on the Flyers. Keep rooting, and we will see you in a couple weeks. And until then, let's go Flyers.